So I'm a big fan of running everything I do at work through task lists. Wherever I've got recurring things like creating MBR decks or updating my OKRs every month, or even recording these agent videos, I'm managing those in Todoist. And Todoist didn't have an Open API document, but I found a way to create one of these Open API documents just by using ChatGPT actually to reverse engineer the docs to produce this. And then very, very easily, what I'm able to do is go into Teams Toolkit. I'm going to create a declarative agent. I want it to have an action because I want it to point to my Open API document. And I'm going to pick that Open API file. I'm going to use both the get and post tasks. And I'm going to go create a new agent in my Todoist demo video agent. And that will go away and create me an agent there. And I'm going to trust the author because it's me. And what it's done is it's created me a Teams app package with all of the necessary bits and pieces in it, including saying that it has a declarative agent in there. And the declarative agent effectively has one plugin in it that's defined in this AEI plugin JSON. And it has two conversation starters, get active tasks and create a new task. And if I look in the plugin is basically, again, another JSON file here that talks about the fact that the plugin has two main functions, get active tasks and create new tasks. And also it has additionally put in the Open API file here and created all the API key configuration here, which I then can put in the API key to get that going. Now, when I go into Teams Toolkit now and just simply provision this agent, it's going to go through a bunch of steps down here at the bottom, one of 6 steps. And one of those steps, I'm going to have to paste in a key. This is a demo key, so go nuts if you want to try and copy it. I'm already removing it as I've finished recording this video. And what that will do is it will go and create me in the Teams developer portal a new API key. And then it uses an ID reference to then reference that in my environment variables. And then it will now say it's completed successfully, which is great. And I can go see all that in the output window if I choose. And then if I go over to Copilot now, inside of my tenant, and just do a quick refresh here on my agents list, I should see a nice new shiny Todoist demo video agent. And then when I hide that rail here, it's something a little bit hard with these resolutions. Get active tasks. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to realize that it can call a plugin within that agent to go call the Todoist APIs using the API key. And I've allowed it to externally make that call to the API using the API key. And you'll see there that it's instantly returned all of my tasks that I showed you in the first part of that list here. So it's super, super helpful to get going. And then I can even do things like create a task for reviewing the video recording with my team. And that will work out because I'm in that agent, that it's going to passing some data, and that's the content it's going to pass in. And if I click confirm that, it will go off and call the Todoist API with that information and go and create that task. And you'll see there it said it's created it. Did it really? You can see if I go over to Todoist now, you'll see that the review video recording my team is right there. And so essentially with any API you have out there in the wild, it's really, really easy with Teams Toolkit to take an Open API document and go create an agent and be able to do things like gets and creates and searches and all sorts of things. And as you go along, just remember, if you get stuck, the show plugin developer info allows you to see the calls it's made, the fact that it looked at that particular action in the agent, it looked at the functions within the plugin, it then looked at which one to execute, and you can see that it actually did execute it, and it did it correctly with a 200 success, and this is the data it got back. So super easy to get going, and hopefully you can see the power of using agents to call out to external systems. For me, it's great. I can do things like show me my top emails in my inbox, and then I can go and ask it to create a task for the high priority flagged emails, and it will automatically do that, and then I can see it straight away in Todoist. So hopefully that helps and inspires you to do lots of good things in the future.